Hello guys, it's me, Dominic, back here once again with a new series for you guys on YouTube for it's an F1 2015 race predictions, and this will happen every race weekend on the calendar, and I hope it will provide you some a good idea of my understanding of what could be the results from this weekend. So this weekend is Chinese Grand Prix, and it's the time I upload it's gone past just after the practice sessions have gone, and from practice we gathered that Mercedes do have the pace this weekend, unlike Malaysia where Ferrari in the heat seemed to have the speed. So in practice we had Lewis Hamilton in first practice go fastest from 139.0 ahead of his teammate Nico Rosberg, and he was half a second faster, so it just looks like he has the edge this weekend in terms of speed. But again, it's only practice, we don't know much. It could be running with high fuel loads or low fuel loads, but it just looked like Lewis Hamilton's got the edge, and throughout the season so far he has. And then Sebastian Vettel in a Ferrari was third with his teammate Raikkonen in fourth. And then it's quite mixed. We've got Sauber battling with Red Bull for the remaining spots in practice, and then Toro Rosso in the mix with that. And then Williams didn't really show their hands. Again, they've done that quite a lot. Even like last season, they had the same thing where they weren't showing their hand much. So from practice we could tell, and obviously today we had Jolyon Palmer on the circuit today, debuting for Lotus, which was quite good to see as well. And then I think McLaren this weekend, one of the main talks was that they have made big strides with the engine. They've half the gap they were behind, and this weekend I don't think they're trying the performance. They've already said that they're looking at more reliability and drivability of the engine. So and obviously Manor looked to be like lining up the back of the grid. And the second practice was a similar story. Hamilton was on top once again, but then Raikkonen in P2, half second behind him. In the Ferrari, Ricciardo third, Vettel was fourth, fifth was Rosberg, sixth was Kvyat, seventh was Bottas, eighth was Nasser, ninth was Grosjean, and Jenson Button was 10th. And then again, we have the same thing with Manor at the bottom of the field, and obviously Williams not showing their hand really. And again, I think Rosberg being down in fifth is a bit of a surprise to me. I think he could be running more high fuel loads there. So practice 3 is yet to start. It's starting Saturday morning, which is a day after today, at the time of upload. But in my opinion, the race predictions, in my opinion, Hamilton will win the race ahead of Sebastian Vettel. I just think he's got the momentum. He sprang in from Malaysia, so I think he'd be second. And then Nico Rosberg, Hamilton's team, will be third ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. I think he'll have a good weekend this weekend, score some good points, and hopefully, the amount of luck he's had has been very minimal in terms of luck for Kimi Raikkonen. So I hope he comes in fourth this weekend. And then I think Williams will come fifth with Bottas and sixth with Massa. And then the battle between Ricciardo and the two Toro Rossos for the remaining points. So Ricciardo I think will probably be about 7th, 8th will be Kvyat, 9th will be Sainz Jr. and 10th will be Verstappen. And then outside our top 10, I predict that Sauber will have a good run of things. Obviously they've had a good run of things in the past two races, obviously in Malaysia and Australia. So I think Nasser will just come outside the points, but will be battling away with the Toro Rossos, I think. And then Grosjean will be 12th for the Mercedes-powered Lotus, followed by Hulkenberg in the Force India, which is obviously a quite new car, still not been tested. Very similar boat in terms of McLaren Honda. And I just think Hulkenberg's got the edge over Perez. I just think Perez hasn't got enough. And then Ericsson will be 14th for Sauber, 15th will be Maldonado for Lotus, Button will be 16th with McLaren Honda, and then followed by his teammate Alonso in 17th, and Perez will be 18th, but I think he will probably retire from the race, with Will Stevens and Roberto Merri bringing up the rear of the pack, like always. And I think Will Stevens will beat Roberto Merri on his first weekend in the car. In terms of race weekend, I think he will finish, and I think it'll be a good weekend. I think qualifying it's going to be quite interesting to see. I think it'll be Hamilton probably taking pole there as well, and I think Rosberg will probably be second and with Vettel third. But I just think the race pace of the Ferrari is pretty decent here, and I think Williams again still don't have the power or the pace to really beat the Ferrari. So that's this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously some background gameplay footage to keep you entertained. There'll be more on the way. For example, the next one will be Bahrain in about 2 weeks' time, I think it is. So guys, I'll see you in another video, and goodbye.